donkey. You're being charged with lewd and lascivious conduct towards a minor. Democrat!
Jeffrey Marsh, Brian Bias,
Lindy Lee,
and I have some exciting news.
For the first time ever,
the Democratic National Convention
is credentialing
content creators.
And guess what? Now I'm one of them.
In August, I'll be in
Chicago, covering the convention
inside
the United Center
and all over the city.
Wait a minute. Do you know who that is in that promo for the Democratic National Convention? I mean, they did have a senile Joe Biden, incompetent Kamala Harris, and they even had the Planned Parenthood abortion mobile. It wouldn't surprise me that Jeffrey freaking Marsh was there. He's a notorious trans activist who targets children.
I want to talk to the kids. Hi, kids. Hi, kids. Hi, kids. Hi, kids. Hi, kids. Hey, kids. Hey, kids. Hey, kids. I'm Jeffrey, and I am not a danger to children. I am a danger to parents, though. I'm at the shopping mall, LOL. This time of year, I don't think I'm going to buy anything, but I kind of like the hubbub and the holiday kind of feeling, and I wanted to let you know I value you. I thank you. If you have no family, you can be in my family. If you needed to go no contact or limited contacts, I love you very much. You're not alone.
What a creepy dude. I mean, he's just at the mall gunning people down. When I say gunning them down, that's an old prison term. That doesn't mean actually shooting them. That means like staring at them and like hitting a lick around the corner or in your cell or something weird.
We're coming for your children. We're coming for your children.
And just so you guys know, that was real. That wasn't AI. That was like the San Francisco Philharmonic of gay dudes or something. What are you gonna do? They want your kids.
This morning, I came to my local school playground to talk to children about sex and gender. No, I'm not a teacher, but I know for sure they're not learning any of these lessons in their school. And I want to change that. Unfortunately, the principal came out and told me to leave. I refused, naturally. She then said she was going to call the police. How unfortunate. But here's a promise I make to you right now. Whether it's a child in kindergarten or a police officer, if they meet me here on this playground, they're going to get a lesson in sex and gender. Do the work, get out there, go to your local playground, start a conversation.
And that guy right there, he was serious. You know, if I was a police officer and I saw that guy on a playground, I'd hit him with 3 tasers, the baton. I shouldn't say that. Let's just say he'd be detained lawfully, but quite roughly.
I won't change your little town. Your own children will. Your children will see us. Your children will love us. And your children will join us.
Dude, what the fuck? No one can tell me that they are not after your fucking kids, dude. They are showing themselves all over the place. They can't help but tell on themselves. And we all know their main strategies for grabbing your kids is through pop culture and the indoctrination system in the public schools. So, obviously, here are the books.
Hello, Navarro, suck any good lately. What's wrong, Navarro? I think you like a big in your mouth. Ha ha ha. Page 23. The other boy, page 23. It's in your library. educational benefit of talking about the what's the educational benefit of talking about that? Is that going to help someone on the SAT score?
The book Gender Queer in school libraries across the United States. Well, I have to say, Gender Queer is definitely not for children. My gosh. And this piece of pornographic literature, a pornographic graphic novel, the fact that it's in schools across the United States is truly disgusting. It is a graphic depiction of all kinds of weird sexual stuff. And not to do specifically just with sex. I wore a binder to work for the first time. It feels very good to wear it, but it also feels very good to take it off. Wearing a binder for too long makes me feel like I need to shed out of my skin. A binder is something trans men use to hide their breasts. For years, my standard method of masturbation was stuffing a sock into the front of my pants and manipulating the bulge. Memorably, I got off once while driving just by rubbing the front of my jeans and imagining getting a blowjob. Then there's this bizarre tidbit here, and wow, you can draw your own inferences. When I finally got old enough to not be embarrassed talking about this stuff with my sister says, it really never occurred to you to put something in your vagina, not even a finger? It really didn't. So you've never blanked yourself? What? No, ew. Wait, you have? Haha, of course, you should try. And so, vagina slime.
We see Maya teaching a class to youth. Maya wonders if E should address Er's gender queerness or not. I wonder if any of these kids are trans or non-binary, but don't have the words for it yet. How many of them have never seen a non-binary adult? Is my silence actually a disservice to all of them?
This Book is Gay was in middle school libraries across the country.
Bumming. It is a universal truth that many men like sticking their willies inside things. I suspect it must be biological. Well, in the absence of a vagina, gay and bi men make an excellent use of the back door. Want to know a secret? Straight people have anal sex all the time too. Another one? Straight men like stuff up their bums just as much as gay ones. Lots of men, gay or straight, like how this feels. Anal sex isn't a gay thing. Unlike vaginal sex, a little more thought has to go into anal sex, and here's why. Pre-care. As pleasant as bumming can be, we must hold in mind that the primary function of the back passage is to do poos. Poo is not sexy.
And apparently, this Book is Gay features sections on poop and pee fetishes. So graphic that they've been removed from X. Reminder, Gender Queer and This Book is Gay both contain graphic pornography targeted at minors, including a child in an adult fantasy. This Book is Gay even teaches teens about bathhouses and how to use adult sex apps like Grindr. Oh, and defines erotically eating poop. And these are the books that they're talking about when they're talking about MAGA's evil, Nazi-like book bans. What's in them books? Obscenity, disgusting filth, degeneracy. And they're trying to peddle this in elementary schools to middle school. It doesn't even belong in high schools. That's straight up pornographic literature. And I know by this point it's getting redundant, me trying to build the bridges between Democrats and sex offenders and transgenders and mental illness and liberals and mental illness. But you know what? It's all part of the vicious circle. It's all part of their culture, and they're cultivating that culture, and they are disproportionately involved in these sex offenses. Now, I know there's never been any studies on transgenders and straight up leftist criminality and their relation to perversion, but I guarantee you, even if the most perfunctory of studies was done, it would show a definite link. The Democrats voted against a law that would have automatically deported illegal migrants convicted of sex offenses. 215 Republicans voted yeah. 158 Democrats voted nay. Colorado politics. Felony status for indecent exposure in front of children passes. Colorado legislator. House Bill 1135 would make it a felony crime if a person over the age of 18 exposes or touches their genitals for sexual gratification while they know they are in view of a person under the age of 15. Under current law, an offender must commit indecent exposure 3 times before they are charged with a Class 6 felony. The bill, only opposed by Democrats. In the House, 27 Democrats voted against the bill and only 18 voted in favor of it. Critics of the bill, advocates who said people who experience mania and psychosis, particularly homeless people, often take their clothes off in public spaces. Opponents of the bill said it makes it more difficult for offenders to be rehabilitated. Other Democrat argued misdemeanor penalties are already harsh enough. Increased criminal penalties will not prevent these kinds of crimes or make children any safer. Self-described social justice advocate, anti-Trump Hillary supporter, and Antifa Texas professor with pronouns in his bio was just arrested for child blank. In his words, again, this bullshit about now that it's convenient for Democrats, everyone can go outside is stupid. The Antifa shit is even more ridiculous. We are all Antifa. Antifa means anti-fascist. We are all anti-fascist. Unless you're not, there are no Antifa agitators starting riots and looting for fun. Stephen Ireland, founder of LGBTQ Pride organization in Surrey, UK, arrested on child sex crimes. Sean Gravelis, the president of the Canadian Pride organization, charged with sex crimes against children. WEF linked transgender activist jailed for blanking toddlers. San Francisco transgender who campaigned on behalf of the WEF to lower the age of consent has been sentenced to 25 years in prison after she was caught blanking multiple toddlers. Ace Wong, a woman formerly known as Robin Danielle Wong, who claims to be a man, was taking libido-boosting male hormones to make her appear more manly. The San Francisco Public Safety News reported Monday that Wong was sentenced for multiple counts of child blank. Gerard Slane, executive director of an LGBTQ Pride Center, was arrested in a child blank sting on charges of attempting to meet a minor for lewd acts.
Representative Stacey Marie Lawton from the New Hampshire House of Representatives. I'm transgender, proud of it. I wholeheartedly support some of the most challenging issues we face right now, such as Black lives. We just heard in Kenosha, Wisconsin, that another person of color has been tragically killed. The boy who was killed, they're trying to say, well, he was reaching for a weapon. Don't you think maybe he could have been trying to defend himself?
What a real winner. These transgender people sure do have some interesting political opinions, you know? And as for Kenosha, to correct this person, it wasn't a person of color. It was 2 white guys that Kyle Rittenhouse killed in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And they're also like Stacey Lawton in some other ways. 2 ways, actually. They were both sex offenders. They were both left-wingers at a left-wing protest. Are we starting to see a connection, a pattern, people? I think so. If I've done a good job at anything, it's establishing patterns, recognition, right? And they definitely weren't defending themselves, as has been established by a jury of Kyle Rittenhouse's peers.
Stacey Lawton was arrested by Nashua police on Thursday.
She was charged with 4 counts of disseminating child sex images.
The former New Hampshire lawmaker waived her arraignment in Superior Court on Friday. According to court documents, Lawton knowingly transferred visual representations of children engaging in sexual conduct. This is not the first time Lawton has been in trouble with the law. In 2022, she was charged with stalking and harassing.
Lawton first made headlines in 2012 for being the first transgender person to win a New Hampshire State House election. Lawton has been elected to the State House 3 times but resigned twice because of legal troubles.
Let me tell you guys, there are thousands upon thousands of more examples. I really had to be selective in what ones I chose right there. I thought the last one, Stacey Lawton or whatever, I just thought that was really interesting, you know? What a Looney Tune, what a lunatic. But that's the left for you. Anyways, God bless you. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Leave a upvote. Share my video. God bless you. Have a great night.